That's pretty good. I'll tighten that up. Anyways, as you can see behind me, right there, is my chair blind. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in my chair blind and I'm going to sit here and wait for some birds to appear. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this down here just for a minute, okay? And I'm gonna take this Pocket 3 and set up over here where the bird activity might be so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, what I've done is I've set up the camera close to where I think the birds will be landing today. And hopefully I can get some video of some activity with the Pocket 3. Let me adjust this just a little bit more, really can't, okay? Anyways, while that's going on over there, I'm gonna get back in get in my chair blind and set up. And it's about an hour and a half till the sun goes down. Just took a few pictures of the Pocket 3 out there. So we're just gonna sit back and relax and see what happens. I see a lot of birds out in the edge of the woods here where my property is. And I think they're woodpeckers. It might be the red-bellied woodpeckers, which I've seen here about a week ago or so. Off and on, I've seen them this week. They're wintering birds here. They stay here most of the time in the wintertime. Every once in a while we'll see a red-headed woodpecker, but they're kind of rare. We don't see them very often. Just as I was speaking, there's one that shows up right now on that tree. I'm at 1/500th of a second, ISO 280. That was my goal, was to get my ISO down with this. Let me get some more pictures of this. So he's on the feeder now. I put some suet in the feeder. And just that quick, he's gone. Now there's a bluebird right after him on the feeder. I don't normally do feeder shots, but I'm practicing with this. Bluebirds like dry mealworms and suet, which is all protein. They really favor the protein. They won't eat seeds. I've never seen them eat any kind of seeds or anything. They're mostly proteins. And he's on top of that trellis up there. I don't know how well the Pocket 3 is picking that up. So I come out here and sit in the backyard and watch the birds every once in a while. It's pretty mild out today. It's about 70 degrees, I think, maybe high 60s. And we're getting ready to get some winter weather. This is the mid part of November. So we haven't had any winter weather yet, but we're getting ready to get some, I think. I see a titmouse or something that's come in on that log over there where I put it. That's not it's a sparrow. I just love the evening light. There's the white-breasted nuthatch again. He just kind of flies in, gets a nut, and flies out. I'm gonna have to be ready when he comes back because they know that's there now. He'll come back. Nuthatch is on the trellis, so let's see if there it is. It came back to get a nut. Okay. Kind of moving around a little bit. I don't know if I got a clear shot or not. They're so quick. And I'm shooting at 1/500th at ISO 1250, wide open at 5.6. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep my shutter speed kind of low to keep my ISO low. So now the cat's here. Okay, the cat has come to visit. That's not a good thing. Sometimes she comes inside with me and the birds will not bother with her. Where are you at? Huh? Where are you at? Come on. Get in here. Kitty, kitty. Standing right out there in the middle of everything. There's a house finch on that suet feeder right there. You know, 1/500ths, ISO's 1250 now. I'll show a few of those. I've got the exposure compensation at +1 because the background's really bright, so it's throwing the meter off quite a bit. So I just increased it by 1 stop. You see them finches there on that suet feeder right there. And they apparently like the suet also. Like I said, I don't usually take photographs of birds on feeders. Sitting down with it, so what I'm finding is I'm actually moving the monopod around quite a bit. I'm gonna have to probably watch some videos on some proper monopod technique, since this is new for me, using a monopod to shoot with for wildlife. Hoping to get a picture of that nuthatch on that log. I'm gonna pre-focus on that log, hope it comes back. Yeah, I'm able to move it. You can see here on the video, I got remote control of it. Get it up just a little bit higher right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can change the exposure. I can zoom in. Yeah. I'll give you 2 times zoom right there. So I can control it with my phone. Okay. It's recording right now. And it is picking up my my mic too. Can't see it right now. There's a whole lot of activity. Right there on that tree log was a nuthatch. Interesting. I didn't know I could control it from here. Well, I did. I just didn't think about it. I can turn the camera around. Okay, you can see where I'm sitting in that blind right there. Turn the camera around again. Zoom out just a little bit. The picture's flipped. What I'm looking at here. What's that do? Oh, it changes the gimbal. What's that do? Okay, now we're in the normal mode. It's a digital zoom, what I'm doing. But it should let you see a little bit more. I could zoom it in post since it's 4K video. That cat's still sitting over there. There's a bird on the trellis. That's a bluebird up there on the trellis on top. Try to get a photograph of. Okay. As you can see, there's quite a few birds coming in now. I haven't figured quite where to put my hands yet on this monopod. I have a little trouble with that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post this video or not. There's a nuthatch over here on this tree again, right up here. Well, he's gone now. It's pretty cool. I can use the Mimo app to move it around. See the nuthatch right there on the tree? Right there. Crawling around. They're so quick. Okay, they come in, they get a seat, and they leave. Let me get a photograph. Hold still. My shutter speed's really slow. I'm at ISO 640 now. Oh, there he is. Oh man, he was really close. He flew away. Stupid cat's out there. There's another bluebird. So, you know, these shots are going off at 1/500th of a second, ISO 720, 640, you name it, it's just floating around. I don't know if I got a good picture. I think I did. His eyes are looking away from me. At 1/500th of a second, the way these nuthatches peck around and move, he's going to be blurry. So it's tough to get a shot at 1/500th for them birds. This is mostly what I do in the wintertime. I'll sit at the house. Most of the time I sit upstairs. I'll show you compared to where I'm at now. Let me turn the gimbal around. So the house is right here, and normally what I do is I sit up there on that. It's funny, this picture, oh, it's backwards too. So yeah, normally I sit up in this window right here, right there on the end. That's my bedroom window, and I'll sit there in the wintertime, and this is my studio area down here. So yeah, I'll shoot from down here. I just had a bird. There it is again. I got a bird on the Pocket 3. It's sitting up on the camera. Let me see what happens when I move it. It's just sitting there. I move the camera and it's sitting there. It's funny. I don't know where he's got his feet at, but he's sitting on the Pocket 3. I'm going to try to get a picture of him sitting on there. It's a titmouse. Sitting on the Pocket 3. That's a pretty good picture. That's funny. And I turned the camera and it just stayed there. It didn't move. Yeah. I get a lot of enjoyment sitting out back here with the birds. It's not much fun in the summertime because they're not around much. But I like winter birding better than summertime birding. I'm going to retire this year, so I'll be able to spend a little more time out here doing bird photography. I'm going to have to up my game on my studio here and get some different things out here. I don't know what I'm going to get, but there's a bird right there in that bush. See it? Titmouse, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's real easy to move the camera around like this with the Mimo app. That was funny, a titmouse landing on top of the Pocket 3. So what I'm using is a Ulanzi MT79 collapsible light stand, and I bought a K&F Concepts, I think it's a BH28L ball head and put on it so I can maneuver it. Then I have a quick attach, a Falcon quick attach for the Pocket 3 on the ball head so I can take it off and on really quickly. There's a nuthatch again on that log. Let's see what it does. See him moving his way down. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, he just went and got a nut off of that. Come on, show your face. Yeah. It's starting to get shadowy out here. The sun's getting low in the sky. It's about 3:30. So I'd love to get a picture of that cardinal. She come back. I don't know where she went. I've got some, a swinging platform right there. I've got some seeds in there, some mealworms. The mealworms, oh, is that a snowbird? Oh, is he back already? Let me see. Yeah, it's a dark-eyed junco. Okay, just came in. Got one bird here using the bird bath. Yeah, I don't expect anybody to watch this video, but you know, if you do, you're probably a bird lover like me. I love it when they take a bath, they splash water everywhere. Let's see what that looks like when they get it inside. Water is the biggest attractant, okay, for birds. I watched, I think it was Moose Peterson on one time talk about that. Water and food and sex. That's what birds are concerned about. Those three things: water, food, and sex. So yeah, if you got water in your garden or water in your bird studio, you'll have birds. Okay, even in the summertime, I've had birds. I got plenty of finches this year, that's for sure.